Hey, Bayek, it's me, Ian. And in today's video, well, I'm continuing my look at classic Doctor Who. This is the third and fourth Doctors. And this is The Power of Kroll from 1978 to 1979. This is a fourth Doctor story. It's from season 16. It is 4 parts and the fifth story. And this has been a running theme of the Key to Time series. Previously, we'd had Androids of Tara, 1978. And the next one, which is the final story, is the Armageddon Factor, 1979. Now, this was transmitted the 23rd of December 1978 through to the 13th of January 1979. It's written by, of course, the wonderful Robert Holmes. Absolute legend, one of the greatest Doctor Who writers, certainly. Always just total class, brilliant stories. Now, this is directed by Norman Stewart. He'd been a production assistant on Doctor Who for all 4 Doctors. And he directed Underworld, 1978, which is, of course, the 4th Doctor story. But he just directed 2 Doctor Who stories with this. Right, okay. So it's produced, the series, by Graham Williams. Very much into the show now. And his script editor is, of course, Anthony Reid. The music is, as usual, by Dudley Simpson. Some things don't change at all. Now, I'll go through the cast. We've got Tom Baker, who plays the 4th Doctor. We've got Mary Tam, who plays Romana. Brilliant performance. I really like her. I think she's great. Then we've got Neil McCarthy, who plays Thrawn. Now, he was in The Mind of Evil, 1971, as Doctor Who story, the third Doctor. Now, in films, he was in Zulu, 1964. He was in The Hill, 1965. And of course, he was in Where Eagles Dare. Wow, 1968. He's a very recognizable figure. He was also in Steptoe and Son Ride Again, 1973. Which is absolutely brilliant, funny film. Brilliant, absolutely love it. Clash of the Titans, 1981. And The Time Bandits, 1981. Then we've got another familiar face to Doctor Who, Philip Maddock, who plays Fenner. He was in the Dalek Invasion Earth 2150 AD 1966 film with Peter Cushing as playing the Doctor. He was in The Crotons, 1968, which was a second Doctor story. He was in The War Games, 1969, another second Doctor, epic 10-parter. And then he was in The Brain of Morbius, 1976, which is considered one of the great all-time stories, of course, the 4th Doctor. And a film I just noticed he was in, was Dr. Jekyll and Sister Hyde, 1971, which is a brilliant Hammer film. Well, you can't say fairer than that, can you? Brilliant. Then we've got John Leeson playing Dugeen or Dugeen. He, of course, is the voice of Canine. Yes, brilliant. The voice of Canine. Then we've got Glyn Owen, who plays Rom Dutt. Just a familiar face. You see him, you say, "Oh, I've seen him in this and that." It's the TV shows. He's just in a stack of TV shows and TV films. Great actor. And then we've got John O'Binary. Now, he was in Fury from the Deep, 1968. He was in The Ambassadors of Death, 1970. He was in Death to the Daleks, which is 1974. He was in Funeral in Berlin, 1966, which is a really good Cold War thriller, Michael Caine. He was in The Godfather Part 3. Wow, that's 1990. Wow, what can you say? And then it's just in the TV series, The Survivors, between 1976 and 1977. Wow, what a tremendous actor. Just so many brilliant things he's involved in. So you're saying to yourself, Mike, what's it about? Well, the Doctor and Romana are continuing now their pursuit of the this is the fifth part segment of the Key to Time, and they land on the third moon of the human colony Delta Magna, and they become involved, I suppose you could say, between the colonists and the Swampers, with the factor that is important to all this, which is this giant squid called Kroll, and it's this big squid. What's happened is it's managed to ingest the fifth part segment of the Key to Time. That's why it's grown to this giant size. So that's what they've got to do. They've got to get the fifth segment. So they become involved in all the goings on here between the colonists and the Swampers, and it's just a great, fascinating story as it develops. I love it, and I think the locations as well. The locations were in Snape, Suffolk, around the River Aldi, and they did 9 days, which is very good, of location, which included 2 night shoots. Brilliant, absolutely wonderful. And yet, this is a series, this particular story is not really well thought of. It gets a lot of criticism. I don't understand it, really. I think maybe it's the giant squid, but it's Doctor Who, for goodness sake. I don't think it's bad. They say that it's just, they don't think it's a good story. I enjoyed it. I really enjoyed this story. I think the acting's fine. Again, people saying the acting maybe not as good. I don't understand it, but there we are. It's Doctor Who, for goodness sake. And Romana and the Fourth Doctor, their relationship is great. It's just wonderful watching it. And I think the story's good. I quite like the bit of Swampies. They're all right, But there we are. People have this very negative viewpoint, which is a shame. Because I think, it's this whole series of the Key to Time, I think is a great thing for Doctor Who. It's a new storyline that they've not done before, linking them all a whole season together. Works well, I think. And yeah, this is a good story. It was released on VHS in 1995, and then on DVD it was released in 2007 as part of the box set of the Key to Time box set. And that's it. We're just waiting now for the Doctor Who collection release. I don't know when it'll come, but it'll come. Maybe next year, who knows? And it'd be great. But in the meantime, of course, we have got the DVD. And I love my DVDs. I wouldn't get rid of these at all. There it is. You have seen that bit there, but I'll show you there. And some nice extras on here. Documentary, interviews, all the good stuff that you want and love. And then, that's it. Look at that. Nice disc. Nice bit of illustration there. And plus the usual leaflet, which gives some details about the story. Fantastic. I mean, you can't argue that. I do love these. You know, I collected all the lot as they came out. So it's not a collection, even though we're getting all the Blu-ray releases. I'll definitely keep these because I really like them. Fantastic. And I think that's it, really. Yeah. I hope you've enjoyed my life. Now, if you're new to the channel, please subscribe. And you can see all the past reviews I've done. Just look in the playlist. You can see them all. But I do lots of things. I review films, TV shows, also some music. And now, if you like this particular video, please give this a like. It gets it out onto YouTube, and hopefully other people might enjoy it. And also, if you've got any comments, please put your comments down. I love to read your comments, and I'll always answer them. And that's it. Yes. So all I've got to say is, I'll see thee again.